What's going on YouTube? My name is Spencer Berke and I'm a photographer and social media marketer based out of Southern California. Today we're going to start a brand new series just for my YouTube channel. We're going to call it This or That. And we had done a video before with my best friend Andy Gibbs on a GT3 RS versus an F12 TDF. And we had a really good response on that. So what we want to do now, we're going to create a whole new series between 4 to 8 minutes long on any car that we see anywhere in the world. And we're going to call it This or That. So what I need you guys to do right now, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and also comment below at the end of the video which car you would choose, this or that. Let's go. There's your dream wagon. No. Dude, thing's so sick, man. I'm obsessed with this interior.
He did the Alcantara lower dash. He did all his carbon and dry carbon. That's extra.
Since you're the Ferrari master, can you explain the options on this car so people know?
I mean, all the carbon on the interior is extra because it's dry carbon. He has every carbon option. Carbon vents, carbon fiber driver zone, carbon fiber central bridge. Obviously the racing seats, the full Alcantara is extra. The carbon fiber B-pillar, the carbon fiber side skirt, the carbon fiber air duct. He has the carbon fiber rear vents, the carbon fiber rear splitter, the carbon fiber fog light. He has the sports exhaust.
If you had to guess as far as all the options, as you know Ferrari MSRPs for a 488 Spider, what do you think this came out to?
I mean, a 488 Spider is like $350, I think. Yeah. Base. I think it probably has $100,000 in options.
Holy crap.
At least.
And then other options too, right?
Well, no, like 100,000. Probably other options would probably say like 50. Yeah. And then he probably has another 50 or 60
from factory.
Other options, yeah.
From factory.
It's probably a 450 sticker.
Jeez,
close to that.
This whole car is like exactly as you see it from the factory, just like this. So you can order from it's called tailor-made, right?
Tailor-made, it says it right there in between the seats.
Oh, okay, so between the seats right there, you can see that.
To be honest, I don't think there's another 488 in the world that has that interior.
I've never seen it before.
I don't think there's
I've never seen a 458 with all suede interior. I've seen like the Scud has that.
The Scud, the Specials will have some of the suede Alcantara, but not this much. But oh my god, I mean like I think I don't think they're the Daytona style seats.
No, this is the racing seat.
He has like, well, you can get the new options on the 488. You can get Daytona style racing seats.
So you could.
So it's still the racing seat
with the stitching,
with the certain stitching. Yeah. I don't think that's it. Huh. But my favorite part and what makes me laugh at least is the floor mats. The floor mats are sweet.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I mean, I think it's funny. I think that it just probably gets worn out.
Yeah.
Having feet on there all the time. But oh my god, I mean the seats are all blue, the armrests are blue. Yeah. I like that he didn't do the steering wheel in blue. But like he did the matching stitching. And then what makes me laugh, and I remember when our customers would order cars, is the stitching right there is blue, that's blue. Yeah. And then there's a little strip right there and that they don't make it colored.
Why?
Like if whatever color you get, they don't make, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's strange.
But like you can see how it goes blue all the way across. Yeah. It goes blue around the volume button. And then right above it, above that little dial.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's more stitching.
Oh, okay. I wonder why they skipped out on blue on that.
We'd have customers who'd be like, I wanted all that yellow, or I wanted all that blue. Yeah. Why didn't they do that?
So they just skipped out on one part of it.
It's just Ferrari, I guess.
That's strange.
And then I mean you can see the front too. I mean he did it every single carbon option. You can't get any more carbon. The whole front is carbon. So
that splitter, does it have carbon ceramics too? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Every new Ferrari comes stock.
So it's a standard now.
You can't get steel anymore.
Oh, okay. But the 458 you could get steel brakes. No? There was always carbon ceramic standard? I had no idea.
I think the 458 was the first one for every single one to be carbon ceramic.
But then 430
was the last one.
Gotcha, that's what I thought. Okay.
You could get steel.
Can you guess how many minutes we've been filming?
5.
4 minutes and 10 seconds.
He has the front camera system too.
Oh, so there's a little camera up there.
I mean, he got the shields, the Scuderia shields.
Now,
which is funny, it's an option.
My question is, see how the windshield color is body color? Do you know if you can get that in black? Because Lamborghini has that as an option.
Pretty sure.
So you could have a body color, or you could have black as the windshield surround.
Pretty sure you can get that in black.
Yeah. Now this one, you can see here, it's a little bit modified, so it's kind of stretching it a little bit. But same with the Ferrari that we're going to talk about. It's heavily modified from the factory. So this car was actually aftermarket, so some of these parts are different. The 488 has all the factory parts on it, but if you don't know my history, I actually worked for Lamborghini for about 7 years, on and off with different dealerships from Lambo or something crazy. But I want to talk about the Huracán. One of my favorite things about the Huracán is the transmission. Now, I've driven tons of Huracans, I've sold a bunch of them, I've taken them on the track, I've driven them on the road, I drove one to San Francisco from San Diego, and I personally love the car. All around, this one's pretty well optioned. It has a really good spec to it. You can see, obviously it has an aftermarket company wrap and aftermarket front lip and carbon fiber rims and things like that. But nonetheless, for me, I personally feel like this is a good car for everyone who wants to drive a car every day that's an exotic, only because you have the room. I had my friend Thomas, who's actually 6'5", and he had some issues in Murciélagos. I had problems fitting in Murciélagos. I can't drive that car without sitting all weird, but the Huracán, you have plenty of room, and especially in the front of the car and behind the seats, you have luggage compartments, which can hold a lot of stuff, surprisingly. So something like 4 or 5 day trip, you can make it work. So like I was saying, the comfort, the space, it's such a good car all around. Now let's talk about performance. The car comes, obviously, you can see LP610 is what it stands for. That's a horsepower on the car. Now you have a lot of options as far as upgrading the car. You have superchargers, you have turbos. There's so many kits out there you can do. Personally, from the factory, I don't think it needs more power. You already have a car that is so applicable to anything you want. Going to the track, driving it every single day, going to the club, going to lunch at Javier's in Newport Beach. You can do so much with it. From the factory, you can have a ton of options for the Huracán. You can get the car somewhere around the 260 range with no options. What that's gonna mean is you're not gonna get a clear engine bonnet, you're not gonna get parking sensors, you're not gonna get a front lift. Most of my customers and friends that I've talked to, they require or they want a front lift because you get the extra few inches to be able to go up driveways, not scrape anywhere. So there's really there's a lot of choices you can choose from the factory. This one here you can see has parking sensors, pretty good option to have. I don't know if they painted the exhaust, but you can get that as from a factory option as well. You have a backup camera here. You have the clear engine bonnet, which is an option. You have forged carbon all throughout the engine compartment, which I think is really awesome because that's kind of pulling from the Sesto Elemento, where they had all this new carbon features that weren't like typical gloss carbon, or like, you know, I have a phone case like this, like that's gloss carbon. They have like the forged composite, which I think looks really cool. It's just something different, a little bit more like new modern technology. Other things too with this car is that I'm not sure, I can't tell because I can't see the interior, but what you can do is you can choose different options as far as like your front lift, you have different stitching, you have different inserts on the interior. There's so many things you can do, but from what I've seen, most of these cars option out between 260 to about 300,000 depending on what you do. Now, one of my customers who is in the fitness industry, I sold him a brand new Huracán, and we did a Lamborghini factory exhaust and a clear bra, and we swapped wheels, a few other things. So you can get into like the 310, 315 if you really went up there. But the cool thing is about the Huracán is the fact that you can get these cars in two-wheel drive. So what you can do, you can get a car that starts at $199 with no options. What I've seen is a lot of these rear-wheel drive LP580s, they start around $220 for a brand new Lamborghini. So you get a lot of car for the money, and you get a lot of freedom to have the control to drift, go crazy, and just a little more driver, a purist enthusiast car.
So you guys choose, is it this Huracán? Or is it the 488 that I personally like more? I'm a little biased. I currently work for Ferrari. That Lambo is very beautiful. If I was to choose, I would choose the 488. Comment below